everyone, and welcome to yet another special episode of the Beauty Talk series. I'm your host, Guru, and joining me today is my partner in glam, Emma.
Thank you, Guru. Hi, everyone. It's always exciting to sit down with inspiring queens who embody grace, purpose, and resilience. Today, we have a very special guest and a familiar face, Miss International Belgium 2025, Elizabeth Victoria Raska.
Okay, let's get her in the house.
Here she is.
Three, two, one.
All right, guys, it's Elizabeth in the house. Hi. Welcome back.
Hello.
So nice to be back.
So nice to have you back on
Happy
our
to have
show
you
as well. Okay, Elizabeth needs no introduction, but here we go. She is truly multifaceted and a multi-pageanted queen, an accomplished young woman, a model, an economist, a figure skater, a master's in management, an entrepreneur. She's a polyglot. She's fluent in English, Dutch, Japanese, French, and Czech. She's a pageant historian, and she's passionate about financial literacy, gender equality, and education.
And not only that, Elizabeth Victoria, I love her name. She has also represented Belgium in Miss Supranational, Miss Earth, and now she's going to represent Belgium in Miss International 2025. And not to forget, the pageant gurus had awarded her the Rising Star of the Universe in 2024, and rightfully so, because wow, so much has happened in your life since then.
Thank you so much to the pageant gurus for choosing me as the Rising Star of the Universe 2024. I am Elizabeth Victoria Raska, Miss Earth Belgium and Miss Supranational Belgium 2024. And this shows that my hard work and dedication didn't go unnoticed. And that it's possible to make it on the international stage, even if you come from a small country like mine. Even if you think that your dreams are too big to make them happen, they're not. If you work hard, if you train, if you make sure that your dreams are your number one priority, you can make it happen. So thank you, Emma. Thank you, Guru, for choosing me. And I can't wait to see who will be the Rising Star of the Universe 2025.
Welcome back. And it's your second time with us. So how does it feel to be back with us on Beauty Talks?
First of all, thank you for that introduction. We don't always realize the achievements that we have, but when I hear those things, I think, wow, I can really be an inspiration for others. So thank you for that.
Oh,
And I am very happy to be back on your channel. It was very unexpected the first time that I came because I just replied to one of the videos you had made on the Supranational, and it was the start of our beautiful collaboration. And I was really happy when you awarded me the Rising Star of the Universe award, and you were right in a way. So thank you for that.
I think you've grown from, step to step and very, very excited to what's coming up in your next path of your journey. So, Emma, should we start with our questions? What's the first?
Absolutely. The first one, of course, being a multifaceted queen, multi-pageant queen, you've had such a fascinating journey from Miss Supranational to Miss Earth and now Miss International. So this is obviously an obvious question. What keeps calling you back from the runway to the pageant stage?
I was always a pageant fan for a very long time, ever since I was a teenager. And I was already a model, but I wanted to be ready before starting pageants. I wanted to have a career. I wanted to have my degrees. I wanted to be the most accomplished person I could be before participating, because I knew that I would go against women that are from from the whole world that are very accomplished. So I thought, okay, I want to represent Belgium to the best of my ability. And it's true that now I've done 3 international pageants. I'm about to enter my 3rd one right now, Miss International 2025. And yes, I oscillate between the catwalk and entrepreneurship and pageants. And it's just a wonderful platform that democratizes opportunities for young women like me. So I really enjoy participating each time.
Excellent.
That is amazing.
As a segue to this question, every pageant system, Elizabeth, is very unique, and you're still the same. So, as we say, everything that is constant, or the only thing that's constant is change. And what would you say are the 3 avatars, the Elizabeth of Supra versus the Elizabeth of the Earth versus the Elizabeth of Miss International? What is similar across all these avatars and what is unique in each avatar?
That's a very good question. So I need to have a very good answer to it, right? For me, Miss Supranational, it was my very first pageant ever. I hadn't competed nationally. I was appointed. So it was my very first pageant in that I've ever done. So it was a bit intimidating. I was very prepared, but of course I didn't know what was coming. So I was a newbie. And then Miss Earth, I was a bit more aware of the pageant expectations because I had competed internationally once before, so I knew what to expect. But I was still excited to try a new system and a Big Four pageant for the first time. And then here, my third international pageant, I feel like I know myself better. I know what to expect in terms of pageantry, and I am way more relaxed because now I'm like, I know the drill. Of course, I'm not being cocky or arrogant, but I'm being more self-aware, more confident, and more conscious of what is going to be expected from me. So Miss Supra Elizabeth was the baby Miss Belgium. She didn't know what to expect, but she was working really hard to prepare. For Miss Earth, Elizabeth didn't find yet what system was working the best for her, but she was still learning. She was discovering new things. She was visiting the Philippines and discovering the warmth of Filipino fans. And now at Miss International, we have a new look, a new branding, and I am going back to my roots because I studied in Tokyo, Japan. So I'm really excited. And each and every journey has brought me something different that has just enriched my experience as a woman.
Wow. And what's the
That is amazing.
constant? And what's the constant between all these three?
Well, it's about me. I am the Miss Belgium of all of these pageants. So the constant is me, Elizabeth.
And
Absolutely.
I would also add, it's your ability and the willingness to learn and evolve. That spirit is constant in all three. You know, you've always
That's
wanted to explore and be your best.
that is
Excellent.
very
Yeah,
yes.
and they're so different. And if you could summarize, what's the one key lesson that you learned from these each system that stays with you, like your experience in Miss Supranational and Miss Earth?
All of my experiences, I would tell my younger self or someone who hasn't competed that you have to surrender to the experience. You have to prepare to the best of your ability, but the results, you have to surrender to them and not have any expectations. Because if you expect to win, then you might be disappointed, even if you're first runner up, which is an amazing result. So you really have to surrender to the experience, do your best so you don't have any regrets. But then you have to realize that pageants are just part of your journey. They're not the end destination. They're just like one point
Yeah.
in your life, and you have to have a project and ambitions beyond the pageant.
Very, very true. That is
No,
so true because we've seen a lot of girls who get limited by it. But when we say rising star, you have so much backing. You have your ramp, you have your advocacy, you have, Elizabeth, her essence of it just stays on and it's beautiful. She's truly multifaceted, right, Guru?
in fact, yeah, even last time when she was on our show, that was the word that came to my mind when I had to describe her in a word. So very, very true. In fact, if you focus only on the pageant, then you feel your entire stakes are too high. And then even if you're first runner up, you said it's still not good enough.
Yeah.
And when we talk to queens, and we feel so disappointed in their feeling low. And if you know that this is just a part of your journey and evolution, and there's so much more to you, I think that's where one can surrender, because otherwise, I feel surrendering, yes, it's easier said, but what is the goal you have in mind? You still want to win. That gives you the boost or the motivation to or
Mhm.
the drive. So it is very tough to surrender. But yes, I believe that's a very wise woman and a very, very wise, head on your shoulders saying that. Very, very glad to hear that. Just another important or related question between modeling and pageantry is that what are the lessons in modeling that help you prepare for your pageants? And how does pageantry help you to become a better model?
So I would first reply that you learn about comparison very early on in your modeling career. It's very easy to compare yourself to others when attending a casting or preparing for a fashion show backstage. You see famous models and you think, what am I doing here? Or you see someone that you think is taller or more fitter at a casting and you think, I will never book this. So I realized that comparison is a thief of joy. And that is something that is very useful in pageantry to know also that I am part of a beautiful bunch of amazing women, but I am as worthy as they are. I'm not inferior. I'm not better. I'm just as beautiful and I am enough just as those girls. And realizing that comparison is not something that helps you in your life and gives you anything positive, then that really helps in the context of a pageant. So that's a big lesson that I've learned from modeling and that I apply in pageantry. And then how do pageants help me in modeling? Well, as a beauty queen, you become a public figure. You are a representative of your country, of an organization, and becoming more of a celebrity helps getting more bookings and more visible in the modeling industry. So they do feed off each other very well.
True, because I also am aware that you've recently opened your own modeling and coaching agency, right?
Yes.
So, would you like to tell us about that as well? I'm very excited to know that because that's something that has happened during the course of us knowing each other, and
Yes.
we still need to know that.
So as an economist, I worked in finance for almost 3 years. I was working in a big four company as a financial auditor, and it gave me the knowledge of business because I was auditing different companies across Europe and Belgium, and I learned how I would run my own business. And that knowledge, I wanted to apply it to my very own project. And I've been working for the past 2 years in my own model academy business called Raska Models, Raska being my last name. So it's very personal to me and it's based on my own experience. And our motto is coaching the next generation of top models because you have no idea how many messages I've received from many women, many people interested in the modeling industry asking me, Elizabeth, how do I walk Paris Fashion Week? How do I get castings? How do I get booked for jobs? And I thought, wow, I have an expertise, I have knowledge that maybe I can share with people. And that's how my business was born.
Wow.
That is incredible. You do have that power in you to do so much. And that's what we love about you being, we are pageant lovers, and to see someone like you working both the industries with perfect balance. That usually never
Mhm.
happens because most of the queens we talk to are just one dimensional and they're just stuck at one path. And now you have three in front of you. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. You're a really, really inspiring rising star that we've had ever, Guru, don't you think?
I couldn't agree
Wow,
more.
super excited.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And that was amazing to know all that about you. So we're going to take it a little easy and fun now because this is going to
Mhm.
be our rapid fire round. And well, answer as quick as you can, no
Mhm.
overthinking. And it's super fun. You've played that with us before. So we have
Mhm.
a bunch of new questions for you. So Guru, why don't you start with the first one?
Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's do this. Which is your favorite city?
Prague.
Oh, I have like chocolates from Prague. The Mozart truffles
Yes.
from Prague.
Yes.
My brother got that for me from Prague. I mean, he loves that place a lot. So
I'm a
yes.
bit biased because my family's from Czech Republic,
Yes.
so it helps. But it's
Yeah,
between
but
Prague. It's between for me Prague and Tokyo because those are both
a
cities that I really
beautiful
love.
city. True, such a beautiful city, mate. Absolutely. Okay. If you could have a dream collaboration with a celebrity, who would it be?
I would love to have a collab with Natalie Portman. She's a very educated woman. She won an Oscar and she also is a women's rights advocate. So I would love to have a really nice collaboration with her.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Okay,
Okay.
what's your hidden talent?
Figure skating and rollerblading. I always do rollerblading in pageants, so you know what my talent will be at Miss International in a month.
How are you going to
I mean,
carry? And okay, you'll not be carrying the.
rollers. she'll carry rollers. I don't think it'll be sort of nice. So
Yes.
although Japan has an ice rink and everything, but
Yes, but I can't bring the ice rink with me on the pageant stage, but I can
yeah. So a few
rollerblade.
rollerblades, yeah,
I
that
can
would be fun.
rollerblade everywhere. So yes, that's my go-to for pageant talent.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so this, red wine or white wine?
I don't drink any wine. I don't drink, so water for me.
Good
Of
girl.
course. And you're still vegan? Are you still vegan?
I am dairy free, so I eat vegan a lot of times, but I'm not fully vegan. I
Okay.
don't do any dairy. Yeah.
Excellent.
Very
Okay, who is your celebrity crush?
You asked me this question last year, and I always
Yes,
say
we
the
want to know
same.
if it changed.
No, it's still the same. It's Kendall Jenner. I really admire her career as a model, so yes, that's my pick.
Hey, Emma?
Did we do this? Okay, I don't think we did this. 3 essentials that you would take with you on a deserted island. I don't think we've done this with you. Yeah.
Oh, this is tough. I would say sunscreen for sure. I would
Mhm.
say, interestingly enough, eyeliner, because maybe I would love to do, some makeup in case something happens. You never know.
Yeah.
And maybe a towel that could, I could use that. It's a question I should think about more, but yeah, those would maybe be my picks.
It was Malaysia. Miss Malaysia was with us, and she said tampon. I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Guru.
Okay, love marriage, arranged marriage, or no marriage?
That's a tough question. I would say it depends on what type of woman you are, but I would say love marriage. It's always beautiful to be able to marry the person that you love and care about. So yes,
Definitely.
If you could travel back in time, what period would you go to?
I would go to the 90s. I know it's very, very close, but the makeup, the style, the supermodels from that
Oh,
era, yeah,
yes.
I would go back there.
Absolutely agree with you. Okay, Guru, take it
Okay,
random now.
swimsuit or evening gowns?
For pageantry, I would say evening gown. It's the most iconic part of the pageant. That's where you get crowned. That's where you get picked for top 5. So I would say evening gown for a pageant. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go random on this. If you could have dinner with a famous person, living or dead, who would you choose?
Audrey Hepburn.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yes. She was born in Brussels. So for me, she's a Belgian national figure. So I have to say her.
Oh my God, I love that woman, that voice. Oh my God, she's one of the reasons why I got into opera singing, by the way.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, and I think one of the few songs I learned was "I Could Have Danced All Night." Is what I learned when I was training in opera. So yeah, it was my dream to be an opera singer.
I didn't know that about you, Emma. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Okay, Guru.
Okay, your feel good power song.
Anything by Lady Gaga from the 2010s.
Yes, 2010. Absolutely, I
Yeah.
love that era of hers. She was amazing.
I know. I know. Tell me about it.
Now I don't know what's happening now, honestly, with music. I think I listen to a lot of retro stuff as well. Okay. Do you have a nickname?
Yes, Ellie. Eli. Money with Ellie started with
Money with
my
Ellie?
nickname.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay, what is the last thing that you Googled?
The last thing that I Googled, maybe I have to check. Let me check this.
Yeah, that would be fun.
The time in Reno, Nevada, because it was
Miss
Miss USA.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the time, I
Nebraska.
was like, because I knew it was October 24th. And I woke up and I'm like, okay, today is Miss USA. And then I look up the time and it was already, it was such a big time difference. So I learned about the new Miss USA this morning, Saturday 25th. So yeah, the timing in Reno, that's what I Googled last.
Yeah. I just got the alert. We didn't see it, but then it's interesting because a lot of queens are still coming in. And okay, so how long does it take you to get ready?
It depends. It can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 4 hours. There's no in between.
Okay, let's say pageant. Getting ready for the pageant stage, how long will that take?
Well, on average, that's a little pageant queen secret that I'm giving you here. Like we would always wake up 2 hours before our call time to have plenty of time to be ready. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
Are you going to do your own makeup and hair at Miss International as well, like you did in Supra?
I will always do my own makeup that I'm very confident in, and I refine my skill every single day. And I've learned how to do hair, so I'm way better at hair than before. I've taken in all the constructive criticism from Miss Supra and Miss Earth, so I'm getting better. I'm learning. So they will do our hair for the finals at Miss International. So I will probably let it in the hands of a professional. We will see. But my makeup, I really enjoy doing it. It's therapeutic for me as well.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Emma, what's the final?
Okay, I'm gonna go to the last two, Guru, and then you can take the last one. Okay. This is a fun one for all our viewers. Are you single or taken?
I am single. And fun fact for Miss International,
Okay.
we had to submit a certificate that we are single because you have to be unmarried. So
Wow.
yes, single from birth officially.
Wow. Okay, 3 words that
All right.
describe you.
Resilient, determined, and ambitious. Those are really good
I
words for
vouch
me.
for those. All three,
Thank
100%.
you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
That you define the meaning of those words. Truly, people, queens just throw it out, but then it just doesn't relate at all. But my God, dear, it relates all with you. So this
Thank
was
you.
super exciting. Thank you so much for this. All right, Guru, why don't we get to our next
Okay,
set
so
of
in a month's
questions?
time, you will be representing Belgium at the Miss International Beauty Pageant. This edition will mark the 63rd pageant and celebrate the
Yes.
65th anniversary of the event with over 70 delegates. How are your preparations coming along?
It's very intense. I've been chosen in May, so I've had plenty of time to prepare. But of course, as we get closer to the dates, the evening gowns are coming in. We have more details about every part of the competition. We are meeting new delegates every single day. So my preparation is always the same. It's very holistic. But what is different is my approach. Now I'm very much more relaxed. I know myself better. I know what to expect in an international pageant, and I surrender more to the experience. I really want to enjoy my time in Japan. So I practice interview every day. I also have a personal trainer. I practice my catwalk. I am going back into my archives pictures from when I was studying in Japan 3 years ago and when I visited again in 2023, looking at the pictures. I love to post the kimono pictures that I've taken when I was there. So, the social media strategy is something that is coming together. So it's a very holistic preparation.
And I would believe you knowing Japanese really would be like a trump card being there. So,
For sure.
you
For
know,
sure. I need to practice more though. It's a bit rusty.
But that's definitely going to be an advantage for you, no doubt. To
Definitely.
be, yes, it will be.
and
And
I've also seen
that,
recently, I think they've kind of branded the entire pageant and
yeah.
made it more relevant and more, up to date. Because last year's pageant, when I saw where Vietnam took over the crown, I think there was much more excitement in the whole format and the way the production was. So, are you excited about this new format of, Miss International? And what about your national costume? Are you still going to be having waffles, or is there something else which is in surprise for us?
So I'm very excited for this new format. They're working now with the Bini Bini Filipinas team. So it's going to
Excellent.
be a big Filipino production. I'm really excited to see how they're going to pull it together this year. And for my national costume, I am indeed going to be representing one of our Belgian sweet treats. I don't want to say yet what it will be about, but it's still my design and my very own creation. So it's going to be very exciting this year.
Wow.
Oh my God, wow. That would be a treat to watch. Absolutely.
And one more thing
Okay.
on your evening gown, when you had blue at Supra, then we had a red in Earth. Any, you know,
Yeah.
Okay, I
insight
know that's
on
a big secret,
who,
but
who,
you can just
who could be or anything, who's designing it, what sort of thought process was it, whatever you're comfortable sharing, And if you don't want to, it has to be lift type. We respect that as well. But that's the catch that we would like to understand and know more about from you.
I know. So I can talk more about the style because Miss International has a very specific style of gown that wins every year. And
Mm,
of course, it's not just about a gown, it's about the girl that wears it, right? But the gown plays a really important role in the way that you brand yourself and the way you present yourself on stage. And for Miss International, we like a very classic look. So nothing see-through, nothing revealing. It's all about really highlighting the beauty of the lady that wears the gown. So you will see a lot of pearls, a lot of classical colors. So yes, that's all. And I've worked with new designers this year, as well as designers that I've worked with for my past pageants. So it's going to be a bit a bit of a blend. Yes.
Oh my God, we are so excited because as soon as Miss Universe finishes, 27th is
Yes.
international, and we are geared up for that. So can't wait to see you in that. But okay, so what is interesting is in terms of her advocacy, the sustainable development goals. All right, so you've chosen 4 and 5.
Mhm.
So so it's about quality education and gender equality, right? So could you tell us more about that?
Yes. So almost 2 years ago, I started my own financial literacy platform for women that is totally free, and it's called Money with Ellie. You asked about my nickname earlier, and that's where the
Now we
nickname.
get, now we get.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for me, I wanted to do something where my experience about my finance background and my experience as an economist could help others. And I thought, wow, financial education is something that we don't really talk about in schools and that everybody could benefit from. But especially women. Women are more at risk as falling prey to an abusive partner that strips them of all their savings, or to be more relied on by because of children, or they have to buy products at the supermarket with their own money. So I wanted to do something where women could really benefit from my knowledge and expertise. And what is best today to reach people than to use social media? So I love to create short form content that is educational for women. And on Money with Ellie, we've reached over 1 million people through short form
Wow.
content. So
wow.
very exciting.
That is such an amazing, advocacy because, I have a lot of friends in it, and you know how it is in India, it's very diverse in terms
Mhm.
of classes.
Yeah.
So they have like the lower middle classes, and they struggle with this. They do. This is the kind of an issue that a woman struggles about how to manage money and
Mhm.
things like that. I mean, I think it can go way beyond what you can do with this. I think you reach out to a lot of women in countries like India as well. I think it's a powerful advocacy, and wow, super happy and excited about it. All right, so in terms of building communities and sisterhood and Miss International, have you connected with other queens, maybe even Rush Sindhu, who's representing India? Have you made any friends in that atmosphere right
Yes.
now?
I
Okay.
had I had an Instagram live with Miss Canada, Rachel, who did
Yeah.
You
Miss
said-
Supranational with me last year, as you know, and that was really
Yeah.
exciting to catch up with her and to do this new adventure together because it's our second international pageant together. And I am in talks with Miss Macau to do a live this week as well to talk in real life and have her perspective on the pageant as well. And I've been messaging with everyone. We have a group chat with all the queens. So whenever a new queen is elected, we just all congratulate her and welcome her in the family. So it's a really big Miss International family that we have going on. Yes.
And I think what's
Um,
special with you as well, because you've had earlier pageant experiences as well, you get to meet or reconnect with a lot of past queens as well. I believe Miss Italy and I believe Miss
Yes.
Russia as well is someone
Yes.
that you'll be connecting back. So I think that power of communities is not just for a particular pageant, but it continues as sisterhood to
Mhm.
just keep in touch with each other and be in each other's lives. So that's amazing.
I
Oh,
agree. I couldn't agree more.
we're talking of communities. We'd love to also talk about the role of the pageant vloggers. So, pageant vloggers play a huge role in today's conversations and shaping today's conversations. What's your take on their influence?
They have tremendous influence. The work that you do, you have to know that queens like us, like me, we watch those videos. We really listen to the constructive criticism. We look at the content and we use it to, especially when you analyze the performance of other queens or our performances, we listen because we want to do better and we want to improve. So I think the role of pageant vlogger is very important. And I see pageant vloggers being more and more entwined with the pageant organizations. You see Danny Walker is invited at Miss Earth, or Luis Porteles is part of a lot of different pageants. So pageant vloggers are really building a community that goes beyond the internet and the social media. It really goes into the real actual pageants. So it's really exciting to see where it will go in the future.
Is there anything we should do better as a community?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Like, we see, while we try to be very, honest and very non-judgmental, we've seen that people who comment, they can pull people down with no reason or just a reason to pull people down. So I do feel that's one area where being on social media and having people to judge, but then little be more mindful. As you said, you guys read and you watch. And I'm sure going through the comments can be equally debilitating as they could be empowering. So from that aspect, to be more mindful is something that I feel that this community should live up to and own up to their behaviors at times. And that's where my question was from.
I agree. I understand your point, and I would add to that pageant fans have to realize that we are human beings with emotions and thoughts. We are not just a pretty picture, and so it's very easy to forget that we are more than one portrait photo, and that we can see the comments, we can see what people are saying, and I always want to treat people the way I want them to treat me. So I treat everyone around me with kindness. And I wish that we were all more kind towards each other, because queens like me and other girls, we see the comments and we would appreciate support and more kindness.
Definitely.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. There are a lot of people spreading toxicity in the comments of pageant vloggers, and it upsets Guru and I because we on our channel try to empower you queens and help you and guide you. So thank you for saying that. Okay, so here is it, the $1,000,000 question, Elizabeth, for you. Why should you be the next Miss International?
Well, the Miss International title would allow me to bring my message about financial literacy in front of more people. And I already do that through social media, but it's true that with the Miss International opportunity, I can bring that to even a wider audience. And being able to create short form content about financial education helps others and is entertaining. And it's my way as a title holder to give back to the community. So as a brand ambassador for the Miss International organization, I would continue my advocacy online. I would be brought towards more people, and social media is the way to reach people in places where my travels wouldn't bring me. So that is my reason for being the next Miss International.
Absolutely wonderful. True, that is a powerful message and a need right now everywhere. Trust me.
Right, right.
I would tune in because I struggle with managing my finances so much. I think I would tune in. Yeah, I do have an issue. Everybody has it. It's a global problem that people don't know how to reach out and get the right advice to. So I pray that this is a beautiful platform that can be expanded for you in the future with all your endeavors. So yeah, super excited about that. Okay. Guru.
So the next one is 30 seconds to your future self. Now imagine you're speaking to your future self post Miss International. You have 30 seconds. What would you like to tell her?
I would tell you, Ellie, that I'm very proud of how far you've come. You are way more relaxed than you were before Miss Supranational and Miss Earth. You know yourself very well. You look very good with the lighter hair. Very happy for you that you found a new look that suits you. I would tell you that you should never stop figure skating and never stop sharing that talent with the world. Continue working on Money with Ellie. It's not because the pageant is over that your advocacy and mission is over. together. So continue working on your business, continue working on Money with Ellie, and continue inspiring others because you're doing that very well. That's what I would tell you.
That is so beautiful and so true. Everything that you said, I would tell you that every day. And yes, the lighter hair is absolutely fantastic. I was telling Guru about this. I want you to go more light, more ashy. I really want you to go more ashy. Oh my God, it looks absolutely fantastic. We have seen you evolved. I mean, from the time now, when I think about it, when you were on our show the first time to now, oh my God. I am seeing absolutely another woman. You've bloomed so beautifully. So bless your heart, darling. You're truly inspiring to us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Guru, why don't you?
It's a joy as always. You know,
yeah,
you're
go ahead.
such a thoughtful and inspiring queen and still so humble and so approachable. So thank you very much, Elizabeth. Really, it's very, very kind of you. And we wish nothing but the best in life for you always, for all times to come.
I really appreciate it. And I wanted to thank you both, Emma and Guru, for being there for queens like me, because I really randomly replied to your video and it was the start of a very beautiful partnership. So it shows that pageants can be a very positive, uplifting community. And I know that whenever I post something or whenever I try to promote my participation in Miss International, I know that I can rely on you and that you will support me. So that really means a lot. And I was talking about it with my mother recently, and she said that, wow, you really have support from Indian fans and from India. And that means a lot for me coming from such a small country like Belgium compared to India. It's, such a fraction of the population, but it's really nice to know that I have a support system and I can always come to you for any question or advice. So that's really nice. And thank you for that.
Anytime, yeah. So
No,
before we wrap up, we'd like to share that,
Yes.
we've recently launched our website, thepageantgurus.com. So I'd love if you could, say a few things and share your thoughts and views about the Pageant Gurus.
I think that the pageant gurus are really the place to be if you're a pageant fan and you want to have pageant updates, because now it's a very busy pageant season, right? With Miss International, Miss Earth, Miss Universe coming up, we are very busy in this community. So whenever you are interested in learning more and having expertise from Emma, from Guru, I really think that the pageant gurus are the place to be for a pageant fan.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. We are rooting for you and we are absolutely there for you throughout your journey for whatever you need from us to help you promote your advocacy, whatever. Darling, we're there for you, supporting you, sending you all our positive energies, and we're rooting for you. And well, hope you bump shoulders with the Rush Sindhu, who's representing India as well.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, but then you know what, girl, I am so excited for you. I was telling Guru about this, that she's transformed, she's changed. There's something about it is giving such beautiful energies, and we're right by your side throughout. Okay, thank you so much for saying all that. It truly inspires us, it encourages us to do better and be there for all of you. So thank you.
Thank you so, so much.
Well, guys, let us know what you think of Elizabeth. Don't forget to support her as well through her journey. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified on our upcoming videos. Follow us on Instagram. And of course, do check out our website, www.thepageantgurus.com. Well, that's it for us. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend, and we'll see you soon. So from Guru and me and Elizabeth, Shukriya.
Shukriya.
Yeah.